All right, Raider Nation, we are back here at Lady Raider Field at game number 2 of 2 today with a possible if game tomorrow. At 4:30, if the Lady Raiders can't close the second game out, we lead this 1-0, and the first pitch comes as the Lady Raiders are the visiting team during this particular game, as they were the home team in the first game. Lady Raiders won 8-2, take the lead in this series, best of 3.
She gonna bring it up?
Lady Raiders are hosting Screven County Gamecocks, Lady Gamecocks from Screven, Region 3 AA, the number 2 seed from that region. Count 1-1 on Ashton Kite as she leads off for the Lady Raiders here. My name is Brent Johnson. I'm along here with Shane Bennett, Jacob Stevens, Jacob McIntyre, and Caleb Stevens. Students from my engineering and technology department here at Bacon County High School, as we're broadcasting live on NFHS Network. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Ashton as she leads off the inning. Shane will be with us momentarily, working on some audio difficulties here in the booth to be able to project audio out to the lineups and such, out to the folks on the field here as Ashton rips it down that left field line. And there, as you can hear Shane getting his stuff right there. There we go.
Yeah, still having technical difficulty. Got some MacGyver stuff going on back here in the background. I mean, I tell you, just cannot ask for a better looking night to play.
Oh, this ball gets up the middle. What a great play by the shortstop. She reels it in and throws Ashton out at first base. Once again, the Lady Raiders, don't let it confuse you. We are in the top half of the first inning. We are the visiting team this second game of 2. It's doubleheader this afternoon. Lady Raiders took the first game 8-2. Madison Taylor to the plate. First game highlighted by a grand slam from Emmy Harper. Kind of busted that game open, giving us a 5-1 lead, and the Raiders end up winning 8-2. I want to thank you, those that are joining us live and later on demand, watching and supporting. I want to thank Chris Wilcox for providing this, hopefully a smooth live connection. Ball is ripped to down the third baseline. Sort of eats up the third baseman. That's a tough score there. I'm not sure if that's an error or not. That was a very well struck ball. Callie Anderson, as she normally does, reaches down, grabs her handful of dirt, wipes it on her pants, and she's ready to rock and roll here. She steps into the box with 1 on, 1 out. And she lifts one high, shallow infield, and it is caught. Again, we keep talking about her heating up the bat as she did so in the playoffs last year. Very good athlete. Emmy Harper, just spoke about her earlier, hit a shot to left center. We knew off the bat it was going to be extra bases. We just didn't know it was going to go over the fence because the wind, again, it was just the wind was blowing in and got all of it for a grand slam. That's her 4th home run of the season. Ball is ripped down that third base line. Just foul.
Sorry about that, Brent. Trying to get some audio back for these folks here in the stands. You've had to.
Were you holding your tongue right?
Yes, I was. I think maybe we got it going again. We'll
This ball
find
is
out
going
in
to
just
be
a minute.
lifted into left field. Both the left fielder and the center fielder kind of went deep to begin with, but they had to make some adjustments. Come in and make the play nonetheless. The Lady Raiders go out 4 up, 3 down for no score here in the top of the first inning. We're going to move to the bottom half of the first inning, and we're going to take a short break and gather ourselves here as we begin game 2 of possible 3 as the Lady Raiders lead 1-0 here in this series with the Screven County Gamecocks. Back in just a moment. All right, Raider Nation, we are back here in the bottom half of the first inning as the Lady Gamecocks from Screven County are the home team in the second game here from Almond-Bacon County at Lady Raider Field. Paxton Sellers is on the mound again for the Lady Raiders as she pitched another gem, gave up just a couple runs. I think we had 1 error in that game. Ball is hit to.
Good backhand by there, Marley, but
Unable to make the throw. Great defensive play. You were right, Shane. When the sun went down, the temperature dropped about 8 or 10 degrees, and it's probably going to continue to drop in the next hour or so.
Expecting snow showers about 9.
Showers or flurries. And
she steals out easily, not even gaining a throw there.
yeah, not even an attempt. I don't know if it was, not sure if the catcher was aware, if she could see. We have a left-handed batter in the box there.
I hope I'm not seeing, just doesn't look, the sense of urgency on the face of Lady Raiders here. I know you see it on the Lady Gamecocks. They know this is do or die for them. We got to have that same mentality regardless of being up game 1 or not. And these kids pulling that ball hard down that right field line.
I'm beginning to understand why Lewis wears the face mask, not only on the pitcher's mound,
Yeah.
but on the first base line as well. There's Coach K. I saw his family earlier. I walked by him. He was leaving, obviously going to get him some Dairy Queen.
Little dribbler there. I could feel him walking in. Press box was shaking a little bit. 1 out now here in the bottom half of the first inning.
Up to bat, number 16 Woods.
Sweatshirts are coming out here.
Yeah.
Inside pitch there.
Again, the crowd this evening is really good. However, it kind of hurts us. We talked about it last week, Shane, being on a Wednesday evening. Most people making the choice to
Serve the Lord tonight.
yeah, go to church. Not the rest of us are heathens out here. We're just that's an option to do, but it is a little aggravating for most people that the fact that it is on a Wednesday and not another day of the week.
Right back up the middle, and I'm sure he's.
Wow, what
And still, again, very aggressive on the base path. I mean, they are holding nothing back here in game 2, as they were in game 1, but it just seems like there's more.
Well, this is kind of how the game 1 started out, Shane. They got a couple on base early, no outs or 1 out, and then Paxton was able to kind of settle down. Our whole defense really settled down, so maybe that's what it took right there to kind of wake us up. Like you said, a little lull. This ball, it's perfect. It's what you want right here. Shortstop's calling.
Come in and get it. 2 outs now. Runners at second and third. Paxton has the opportunity to pitch her way out of this with the pitcher coming up here.
In the first game, she was able to pitch her way out of, 2 bases loaded instances without any runs being scored. Burns at the plate now for the Lady Gamecocks.
Just outside. Umpire behind the plate has changed now as they've rotated around. Your home plate umpire from game 1 is now on the third baseline. Ball high.
I'm going to start charging rent for these guys changing in my classroom over there in the corner. I'll charge the athletic department or something.
Foul tip there.
Taking up my parking space and everything, Shane. I don't know.
Yeah, I think now, well, next year this time they'll be changing up here, hopefully.
No, it's not a problem. But
3-1 count now here.
Again, a good crowd from Screven as well. They made the trip about a little over 2 hours.
Absolutely no breeze whatsoever here. Ball 4 for a walk to the pitcher now.
Again, that type of walk doesn't hurt us. It gives us a force at any base.
This is the second baseman for the Lady Gamecocks.
Yeah, number 4, Ward, to the plate.
And Paxton picks that one up, and she's going to get her at first base
what a play. Once
for
again,
a 1-3 put out for number 3 out here in the bottom half of the first inning. So there you go, folks. 1 complete in the books in game 2, and your Lady Raiders 0. But the Lady Gamecocks of Screven County 0. We'll be right back after a quick break for inning 2. Number 4, Abby Lewis, first baseman for the Lady Raiders. Up to the plate. A little high and outside there for ball 1. Top half of inning 2, game 2.
Dr. Gravitt paid us a visit just a moment ago and kind of waved up here at the window. I want to thank him.
Oh, was that him? I thought that was Forrest Gump. I'm sorry. Ice cream cone there for out 1 here in the top half of the second inning.
We do want to thank him for giving us the opportunity to broadcast, as well as Dr. Darrell Ellis. They do a good job, great job here as administrators. They are very student-oriented, when Shane was talking earlier, which is a very good quality of any principal. Really thinks a lot of our student body and ways to make things make this a really positive environment where kids want to come and enjoy coming to high school and work hard while they're there. Learn a lot, but have some fun doing it.
Well, even when it was his idea to put the kids in the outfield that wanted to tailgate out there. Just the little things to try to help student morale. 2-0 count now. That's a sharp hit ball to left field, but she's right.
Whoa,
oh,
she
dropped the ball.
Couldn't hold on to it. That ball was well struck by Paxton Sellers. It's going to be an.
That really shocks me for them. I didn't see that coming at all. So Paxton gains base 1 with an error to the left fielder. Sydney Sweat scoot up to the plate now with 1 out, 1 on.
And Sydney's single plus an error in center field really took the air out of this Gamecock team the first game, which stretched our lead out to 6.
So we'll be running for Paxton there on first base.
Looks like Whitney. Here we got Scooter at the plate and Polk on deck.
Just outside.
Shane, that food smells good.
Yeah, it smells good. I wouldn't know what it tastes like.
We placed our order last game. I understand. They take care of us up here in the press box, but they're going to take care of the folks that are actually paying customers first. I understand that.
Swing and a miss there for a full count now.
Again, same pitchers on the mound for both teams in Game 1 and Game 2. Screven County team is more of a slap bunt type hitting team, and that's ball 4.
Marley Clements coming to the plate now with Lady Raiders at first and second. 1 out.
Big cut by sophomore. Again, just saying this offensively, we've seen just a slap bunt type team play some small ball. Very aggressive on the plates.
Foul ball back to the screen here.
Around the base path.
For a quick 0-2 count on Marley.
And the Raiders we're just able to, again, we talked earlier, we're just a pretty solid team. We can get it done any way we need to, it appears.
Marley just foul on that left field line. Straighten that out a little bit. Got her for call strike 3 there for out number 2 here in the top half of the second inning. Hannah McClellan coming to the plate, Lady Raiders right fielder. A swing and a miss there for strike one.
A little hesitant on that swing. But this is McClellan's first at bat of the evening. Right fielder. It's going to be the third out of the inning. As the Lady Raiders are unable to score as they lead off with a walk there. But nonetheless, we're going to move to the top half of the second inning. No score here in the game 2 of possible 3 games. And the Lady Raiders lead this series by defeating the Screven County Gamecocks in game 1, 8-2. Here in the second round of the GHSA Softball State Championships, state tournament, the Sweet 16. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, Raider Nation, we are back here in the bottom half of the second inning. Yes, the bottom half. The Screven County is the home team this game. Score 0-0. We've again a little chill in the air. No wind in sight. If you could see it.
Well, you can see the flag blowing.
Yeah,
we'll call it that. But the flag is not moving an inch down that right field line there.
Gamecocks had something going there in the bottom half of the first inning. Paxton able to work her way out of another bases-loaded jam with no runs scored.
Foul ball back to the screen. Just high for ball 2. 2-1 now.
People pulling out the jackets. I don't know. It's not that cold. Or it isn't up here anyway.
I'd say we're in a controlled environment almost here, except for the windows open.
But it's about time for some fall weather.
Little blooper down to first base, an easy out for Miss Abby Lewis. The Red Raider football team heads to Vidalia this Friday night and take on the Vidalia Indians, undefeated in region. Be a battle of leaders in Region 2A. The Raiders can beat Vidalia. It'll be pretty much a 3-way tie for first at that point. Or, well, 2-way tie right now. Lady Raiders right now thus far taking care of business of their own. Here in game 2. Lady Raiders taking game 1. Ball gets over catcher's head, gets all the way back to the screen there.
Ball just a little low, gets away from Paul. Again, who's done a great job behind the plate for the Lady Raiders.
Another foul ball back to the screen. Still 2-2 count. 1 out. 3-2, full count now. Just inside for ball 4. So again, Lady Gamecocks do not fail to put somebody on base.
Up to bat, Dixon.
A great bunt there.
Great play there by first baseman Lewis, getting the sure out.
Good ball all the way around, good bunt, and good defense on that. 2 outs now. Lady Gamecocks got a runner in scoring position.
Number 2.
Miss Bazemore, I believe, is catching tonight. Pretty pitch by Paxton there. Popping the glove pretty good here in game 2. Just a little bit low.
And maybe the most important delivery to the plate this evening has just arrived, Shane. The mother of the grand salami in the first game has generously brought us some food here. She definitely takes care of us here in the press box. Strike 3. 3rd out. Everybody's kind of just pausing along, not sure exactly what to do there. But I know what to do. We're going to take a short break here, and we're going to eat a hot dog. And we'll be back momentarily for Lady Raider softball. All right, we're back on the air. Sorry we missed the call of that play as Ashton flies out to the second baseman for the first out here in the top of the 3rd inning.
This game going pretty quick here.
Yep, next is Madison Taylor to the plate. Callie Anderson on deck.
Up to bat, 19. Taylor.
Just a little bit inside. That ball is taking a ride off her own car.
Wow. She doesn't know it yet. I think she's more concerned about her car.
That'll be out there to check.
Yeah, I'm not sure why when I was pulling in here, I'm parked up here by the press box. And that's Madison's first home run of the season. And what a good moment that is down there, and she's still pointing back at her. That's my car, and she does. She drives a slightly later model, but still a cool looking BMW.
And dented in the
But,
front area there.
But, that's what insurance is for. But, hey, if somebody's going to hit my car with a ball, I'd rather it be me than somebody else, I think. But as I was pulling in, I was wondering, I was like, man, I didn't see her car, but it was a pretty good-looking Ford truck that right down the line there. I was thinking, they're living a little dangerous, especially with Emmy Harper coming up to bat, but much less Madison Taylor.
Well, Madison, her senior year, last home game she'll ever. I mean, unless we play tomorrow night.
Hopefully,
let's play here. That's a heck of a way to go out here at home.
And I missed it. I'm sitting here. I was adjusting something I can't remember back here on the mixer, and
that was a clean hit ball.
I know what I was doing. I was giving a hot dog to one of the boys over here working with us, but I can. That's the beauty of video. Another highlight for the Lady Raiders as they lead 1-0 now with one out. Callie Anderson to the plate, who could very well go back-to-back here with her power as well.
And then Emmy following them, so we can go back-to-back here possibly. That would be just wonderful.
We need Scott to come and reassure whether there's a dent in it or not. I think he needs to come and tell her there's nothing wrong with it to kind of calm her down. I think she was still pointing back at, that's my car.
Well, they don't have to worry about getting her the ball to take it home because it's embedded in the windshield.
Hey. Ball's just a little low. We're going to take that count to 3-2. And this ball is ripped to left field. It's going to stay in the park, but it may be for just a long single there.
A good solid hit. It looks like the Lady Raiders are starting to pick up that pitch a little bit better.
Yeah, because they're seeing it well because they're getting around on it. Everything seems to be going left field. And here's Emmy Harper back up to the plate again here. 1 on, 1 out. Top of the third. Lady Raiders lead 1-0. Ball just sneaks across the corner of the plate.
Ball fouled back just over the screen.
Ain't nobody want to try to catch that with cold fingers. I think it's her dad got a finger on it.
Outside. Ball 2 here.
Another one's going to come back and see us. Oh, that might get my truck, Shane.
That's why I parked way out there. Another sharp hit ball down left field line.
We had a long weekend this past weekend. The kids were out Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, so I'm still a little disoriented about what day this is. Being Wednesday, again, short week for us all the way around. Halfway through the semester, these first 9 weeks flew by. The pop fly, she dropped her shoulder.
Yeah, I vote for that at least twice a month from now on.
Yeah. It won't be long. We'll have Thanksgiving will be here in about 4 weeks or so, and we'll be out a full week.
Up to bat for the Lady Raiders, 4.
Abby Lewis to the plate now. Lady Raiders have 1. That ball fouled right back to us.
If he would let it bounce. Oh! I almost had it, Shane. I told you. If you let it bounce, it was a little bit out of reach. I got my hand on it. I just saved my cameraman's life. Ball just a little high. Going to take it to full count now. Kind of lulling us to sleep here in the top of the third inning as the Lady Raiders have scored once off a solo home run by Madison Mad Dog Taylor.
Just a bit outside. And there again, just outside for ball 4.
It's been a long inning for this pitcher. She's thrown a lot of pitches.
Paxton Seller comes to the plate for the Lady Raiders. Can really help herself out here.
Number 10, Paxton Seller.
Paxton hit one hard out to left field earlier. That the left fielder was unable to squeeze. This ball is ripped to center field.
Just
What?
in the glove of the center fielder there. If not, we get 2 runs easily there.
What a great play by her. She first step, you're always coaching the first step to be backwards, not forwards. But she came forward, but was able to adjust to make the catch for the third out of the inning. Nonetheless, Lady Raiders take the lead 1-0 off a solo home run by Madison Taylor. Congratulations to her, and we hope her car is okay out there. We're going to take a moment, and we'll be back in just a second. All right, we're back here. Bottom half of the third inning. Lady Raiders lead 1-0 here in game 2 as we took game 1 8-2. Paxton Sellers on the mound for the Lady Raiders as she continues to pitch very well.
As her calling card gets stronger as the games go on.
Well, you know, softball is unlike any other, unlike baseball, I should say, not any other sport. But these pitchers, and they can pitch a ton, a ton of a high number of volume of pitches during a game, and they can pitch consecutive games. The underhanded throwing motion is the most natural throwing motion for us as far as the physiology of.
Ooh, good gracious.
Wow.
Caught her right off the head in the face mask there. That's a good reason to have that face mask.
That's why they wear the face mask.
Wow.
He's going to check her out and make sure everything's okay down there. I think she's all right. She's a catcher. I think she pays more. She's pretty tough.
She couldn't. She just stepped in that. No way to get out of the way of it. And we have a confirmed report. We have a lodge softball in Madison Taylor's car windshield.
I wonder if I could. Maybe I could after the bat. I'll see if I may just mess the camera up here. But I want to give everybody a little shot of what we were seeing of her windshield of her car here. Let's see if I can't sneak that up there and let you see that. It's unfortunate.
High fly ball to Madison there, the one we're talking about right now. For out number 1 here in the.
But that was her car.
Third inning.
At least her dad doesn't have to deal with someone else's insurance. Oh, boy. It's part of the game. But, again, I was a little concerned when I pulled up that those cars were parked in the wrong spot. This ball is ripped into the gap between center and right field. McClellan's going to make the play. Looks like they're going to tie this ball game up.
So here we are, bottom half third inning. It's now 1-1. Only one out. Lady Gamecocks have a runner at third.
Batting for the Gamecocks, number 7, Vernon.
Just a little bit low there. Ball 3 now to the pitcher.
One on, runner at third base.
Beautiful pitch right down the heart of the plate. Back at the screen. Full count now.
Ball hits her, Shane.
Well, it was 3-2 count, so
Okay.
Either
I
way,
thought
she's-
I thought I heard it hit her, but maybe not.
the Gamecock second baseman coming to the plate.
Gives us a
First
Four-
and third.
force out at second.
Again, you're going to see the Lady Raider infield creep in here. Keep that run. Perfect throw by Courtney back down to third.
I may have said this earlier. That'll be the most popular picture on Twitter tonight amongst the young folk. the softball in the windshield there.
And State Farm or whoever has already had a pitcher ready.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss there.
Be a huge out here.
Again, Lady Gamecocks threatening second and third, one out. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ball is hit back to the pitcher, and we're going to have a play. You always push her back to where you send her.
So we're going to exchange runners for outs here.
I couldn't tell what the umpire was calling there. She out or safe or what?
I don't know. I seen Gamecock fans cheering, but I'm not sure what they just called. Tires coming out, so he must be saying.
I think they're giving us the run. But here's the bottom line right here, Shane, and I'm going to be a little critical here. I mean, you're taught in Little League, it should be softball as well as baseball, you always force the runner back to the base they come from. That's what the catcher should have done there. She should have forced the out back at third base, not chase her home. That would have eliminated any. But we need to get a call here to see what we need to put on the scoreboard.
So they did call interference on the catcher there, so the run will score, and they take that out back off the board.
Just keep punching the outs. Give them a run. All right, it's 2-1 now, Gamecocks.
A bit of confusion there in the crowd, and from us, they're initially not knowing what they did call.
Well, I can understand why now, because Ashton had the ball, and unless you have the ball as a defender, you've got to give the runner the right of way, and that's what they were calling. As the catcher was just standing there in front on the bag, basically right in front of the bag without the ball. Most likely that was the ruling. But again, I want to be critical, not too critical. That they should have never come down to that. Should have chased her back to third, whether she would be safe there or maybe got the out. There's a swing and a miss for the second out of the inning.
We just missed the inside corner there for ball one. Outside for ball two.
Just a bit inside. Another big out right here is, again,
3-0 count now.
We're kind of lulled to sleep, and we're still contemplating what happened at home. And but it's 2-1, and they have runners at second and third still. And now we have bases loaded with 2 outs, which isn't, again, not terrible in this situation. We do have a force at any bag now for the infield.
Out the bat, Dixon.
But we sure want to try to take care of business in this second game, Shane. Don't want to have to come back tomorrow with that kind of pressure at home.
Well, that and two, just give them any kind of momentum.
And you know we got a home JV game tomorrow too. We don't want to interfere with that for football. And this is going to be a tough play. That was close play at home.
Closer than I thought.
As the catcher swings around and tries to tag home, had to have been tie goes to the runner on that play.
Well, she got just in there to be safe, but that was tough there. Ball just hard to pick up and get back and try and do it all in one motion.
And then again, it was hit at the right spot.
And Lady Raiders have got to maintain composure here. Big deficit they've been in several games. And we're only talking about 2 runs here. They've shown they can score a lot in a hurry. So no panic here. We're only in the 3rd inning. Still plenty of softball left to play. Foul back the screen here. Still 1-2. Just outside. Three balls, 2 strikes.
2-2-2 across the board. And
Oh,
swing
and
and a miss.
swing and a miss.
Boy,
there
she
for
got us out of that one. I ain't going to lie. With a weak swing there, thank goodness we got out of that inning.
We got some work to do here.
That's
in the top
right.
half of the fourth inning.
Lady Graders going to have to regroup here. We got to score some runs, which is, again, like Shane said, extremely possible the way we've been hitting the ball, striking the ball. So I'm sure their pitcher comes back to the mound. We're going to take a short break as we head here to the top of the fourth inning. Lady Raiders trail 3-1 here in the second game of a possible 3. We're back. Top half of the fourth inning. Sweat to the plate for the Lady Raiders as we trail 3-1. Madison Taylor providing the lone run on a solo home run, her first home run of the season.
Really need to make something happen this inning. We don't want to wait too late to try to score against these girls.
And if she will run this out, I think we're going to be safe at first. What a great hustle play, putting even more pressure on the shortstop as the ball was hit and it hugged the ground, didn't hop, so it slowed it down a bit, giving her an opportunity to have an infield base hit.
Marley's due here. She, again, Cook County has some great hits. When she's got it in her, we want to see her break out right now. Just a bit outside.
There's not a huge weak spot in our lineup offensively, and this ball is going to be dribbled to the shortstop. Her only play is the first, and it's high.
Her foot pulled. Her
pulled
foot
her
pulled.
off the bang, and this is what we need here. No argument there from their coach, as he saw it as well.
Not so sure if he saw it from the dugout, but he's sure not arguing.
He's not arguing. A lot of plays like that, you see a old guy just shoot out the wagon there. McClellan to the plate with a chance again to help us out. She's played some tremendous defense over the last several games, and she's going to drop that bunt down, which is successfully going to advance our runners to second and third with one out.
Lady Raiders in scoring position here now, second and third. Got a little something going here.
Back to the top of the lineup. Evidently, Ashton's gotten a little cool this evening. She's dropped the sleeves down, took her brace off her knee.
Remember in, I think it was the region playoff or region championship game, she took it off and just got on fire.
She takes one in the inside corner for strike. She fouled a couple balls off deep to the left side of the field, her first at bat of the game.
I'd like to see her clear one of those trucks out there in center field.
Hey, just put another dent in the old BMW out there.
Yeah.
Make sure there's a
that
base
is
hit.
A solid
in the right
base
field.
hit. That should score 2 runs at least. Ashton's going to make it around 2, and looks like she's going to hold up at 2 there. So 2 RBIs here for Ashton Kite here in the top half of the fourth inning to put Lady Raiders back in a tie with the Lady Gamecocks.
And, folks, that's exactly why I'm excited about the opportunity again. It's a tie ball game. I know we got to win one more game, but I'm excited if we get the opportunity to go to Columbus. These girls have a chance to do something special there because of their attitude, because of their talent and ability. And just, again, we have a solid offensive lineup, have a great defense, and really solid pitching, good pitching. And that formula, that combination bodes well, even against some of these private schools that we'll face from North Georgia. in Columbus next week, if we can get there. Special group of seniors here. We're going to show you, those of you who joined us the first game. If not, show you a little video between innings here. I made of the seniors. They're a bunch of goofy bunch of girls, and introduce you who they are between the innings here in just a minute. We'll fire that up.
Foul back on left field side, right behind the visitor dugout.
Uh-oh, that's going in the swamp. Oh, it stopped. They can get it. It's private protected property land right there.
Corps engineers and EPA are going to get us for having that foreign substance in the wetlands. Hit off of Miss Madison, did the ball. So now we have Lady Raiders at first and second.
I didn't think she wanted to hit it anyway. She's afraid she's going to put another ding in her vehicle out there, Shane.
I don't think Madison was worried a bit about it.
I'm telling you, I hope her daddy Scott, he told her there wasn't nothing wrong with it. Keep her from worrying about it.
Knowing Scott, he's going to say the one home run you hit and you have to park right there.
Scott. That's right. This ball's hit.
Ball's lifted to right field.
Should be a.
And the ball.
Oh, she makes it.
Wow.
She made it interesting. I'll at least say that.
I don't know if that was on purpose to keep Ashton from tagging or not, because that brought her back to the bag.
I'm just glad she was paying attention and she didn't just take off after it popped out of her glove. Able to make a great recovery for the right fielder nonetheless. The Gamecocks 2 runs in, 2 outs, runners at first and second, and Amy Harper to the plate. Already with 4 RBIs in the first game. Chance to tack on 3 more here with one swing of the bat.
There's still 2 more cars out there without windshields broke.
That's a pretty Ford pickup right down there, right down the line there, just inside the foul pole.
I'll say that's not Scott's Ford.
I'm surprised that they ain't been more people walk down there and back them up. Ball is ripped.
Ashton should score here on this.
With well,
if the pitcher doesn't cut that ball off there, Brent, I think she's out at home. That ball was well ahead of her.
It's definitely a close play either way.
Raider fans in the outfield getting excited.
Typically, you don't cut the ball when you're 12 feet from the catcher.
That's the catcher's job to call her on or off there, and obviously she didn't, or she didn't hear.
Nonetheless, Raiders take the lead 4-3 here in the top half of the 4th inning. Lewis to the plate now with first and second still. And, popped up to the shortstop.
Texas league fly ball there.
And she makes the play for the 3rd out of the inning. Raiders take the lead after we score. A couple here, 4-3 as we move to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Now we just need a bunch of outs. We got the lead, Shane. So we're going to take a short break and we'll show you a video of our seniors. We'll be back in just a moment.
All right. Bottom half of the 4th inning here. Your Lady Raiders have taken the lead by 1. A 3-run inning there. Combination of Lady Raiders.
On the bat, number 12, Garrett.
just a bit high.
Joe. Joe Williams. This ball is going to be in the gap because of
Playing up.
Yep, just playing up. This is
She's going to make it all the triple
yeah.
out of a slow hit ball to the gap there.
Get that ball in. Throw it in. She can still run. Got a little sneaky triple there.
Again, your Lady Gamecocks not taking anything for granted. They jumped right back on us here in the bottom half of the fourth inning, trying to get that run back.
Sorry about that blurt out there, Joe Williams. Him and his wife Amanda walked up earlier, and his first name I couldn't think of it. And Shane said, "Well, it's Mister." I said, "No, he's got a first name." And he just walked by, and it came to me. Big cut there by number 16. No outs here. Runner at third. Let's see what Paxton can do to get out of this jam. This ball is going to be hit into.
They're tied back up again in the same spot.
Another hit. It's going to turn into a double. I'm not sure exactly how that. I don't know. That was a little weird. I thought she got to it, Shane. I'm not sure what happened out there to cut it off.
Coach Dyer going to call timeout and come talk to her pitcher. Come talk to his pitcher. So.
Well, he pulled the plug pretty quick on that one.
He saw something maybe that we couldn't see from up here. Paxton said she was burnt or tired or hurt or something.
Yeah, we definitely hope she's okay. Looks like we're going to see Emmy Harper take the mound for the Lady Raiders, who's very capable. Doesn't have quite the time in that Paxton does.
That's one thing the Lady Raiders this year should be a little deep on is pitchers. Got Miss Emmy Harper, got Miss Abby Lewis, got Mariah Holton. I mean, they've got a good lineup of pitchers, not all of them having as much experience as the Paxtons or the Abbeys, but they still can get the ball across the plate and do a good job out there.
Yeah, you're talking about experience. When Paxton was a freshman, that was the first year we went to
Columbus,
and she, she got some experience there, which I think she's carried over with her sophomore.
she got. I mean,
tested by fire, but
yeah, she got not saying anything negative here. She got thrown to the wolves there. She got put out in the middle of a state Elite 8 game there with a lot on the line. She learned that. She grew up in a hurry there in Columbus that year.
Pitching for the Raiders, number 25, Emmy Harper.
So here we go, folks. Nobody out. We're all knotted up at 4. Lady Gamecocks still have a runner in scoring position.
didn't see that one warming up.
Nope, she didn't show her hand on that one. She pulled the string on that, but she was able to hold up and not take a hack at it.
Ball is ripped into
That's
the
three
gap.
in a row in the gap just about. And they're just running the bases right now. Just trading spots. There's nobody at home.
Wow.
Courtney tries to do it herself, and she is safe.
What did he just call there?
I think he said interference again. I'm not real, couldn't tell what he said with these headsets on. But she came from second base to home.
That was just
an errant throw.
That was a lapse of.
But nobody paying attention. That temporary lapse in the game like this will cost you.
Score is now quickly 6-4.
Lady Gamecock scoring 3 here in this inning and still nobody out.
And this was after a pitcher change.
Umpire's going to go out and break up the party. Or I should say prayer meeting at the mound. Or softball in the circle.
Got to settle down here. Emmy has similar velocity to Paxton. I think she has a little bit more top to bottom versus the inside-outside pitching of Paxton. Either way, it's a slightly different look here for their pitcher as she is to the plate. There's a good pitch. Great play by the shortstop.
Finally got out one here.
She took a little something off that.
Kind of crossed her up and just able to get a bat on it and just drove it to shortstop.
We ain't seen as much slapping this inning. Now, of course, their slap bunters, I think, aren't at the plate. Here's one right here. We'll see.
Yeah, we're just now getting to their part of the lineup where they do that. But, again, a lot of room in those gaps.
Ball is hit down that first baseline, just foul.
And he scoops it up. You said though, just foul. 1-1 count now.
1-1-1 across the board. Bottom of the fourth. Trying to get out of this inning without any more damage, as they have scored 3 runs. What a good pitch. That's a fair ball. And she's out. What a play.
Good shot by Ashton.
Yeah, it's a call there that Ashton had to make, whether that ball was going to stay on that line or not, but she picked it up at the right time, Jane, to be able to.
Yeah, I thought she just about waited too long, but the arm of Ashton, she was able to scoop it up and get it over there in time.
Beasley to the plate now with 2 outs. A lot of credit to these Screven County Lady Gamecocks as they've fought back here to regain this lead, taking advantage of some mistakes that the Lady Raiders have made defensively, just a couple.
Well, really, other than that, the errant throw there where she gets all the way from second to home there, that run, but the rest of them was just solid base hits. There wasn't a whole lot you could do to that. And I'm not questioning I just don't understand the position of the outfielders right now. They've hit just about everything they have in the gaps throughout both games, and we're still playing the lines pretty hard.
Another good pitch. She brings it low and quick across the plate.
1-2 count now.
Just trying to get out of this inning, get us back to the plate. And that's a good
just
pitch.
A bit outside.
That's one thing about changing umpires. You got to get reacclimated. That would have probably, the last one would have rung her up with that one. 2-2-2.
Foul ball to first base side. We'll do it all over. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Wow.
Just a bit outside. Count goes full now.
There
That's
it
a
is.
strike.
Yep. Ringer up there. Well, the got out of the inning, not unscathed though, as the Lady Raiders give up 3 runs, as the Lady Gamecocks regain control of this game 6-4 as we move to the top half of the 5th inning. Got a couple more at bats to try to get this done. We're going to be back in just a moment. All right, we're back. This ball is hit deep, but out of play. Got Paxton Sellers to the plate now. She was pulled last inning for Emmy Harper to come in.
Try to finish this thing up.
Yeah. See if Paxton can help herself as she's done so many times.
So 2 of those 3 runs are charged to Paxton. That last one going to Emmy.
Well, they quit charging to come into the game.
And that's a
Wow.
just straight up solid hit to dead center.
As I saw AD walking up. Got something going here again with no outs, runner on.
Coach Tyer's going to make a pinch runner change.
Sweat's going to come to the plate, who has hit the ball
Got
very
Mackenzie
hard.
Wade in now for Paxton.
Batting for the Lady Raiders is number 2, Cindy Sweat.
And she rips it again
That's
in
a
the gap.
solid base hit. That's going to make it to the fence.
I'm not sure why.
Mackenzie Wade should be able to score on this if he
Yeah.
speeds her up here a little bit.
And she was able to score. She held up just a little bit at second base. I'm not sure why. I think Ian's watching the ball a little bit.
I'm not sure that she ever touched home plate.
But she was nonetheless, she was able to score easily. Raiders got something going here, 6-5. They've hit the ball hard both games. Even more so, I believe, this game with line drives and base hits and doubles.
we're doing the same thing they did. We're changing players out on second base, 1 for 1, scoring a run each time. Hopefully we can keep that going.
Looks like we're going to make another change here, maybe at the plate. She's going to have to, looks like
This is Whitley, yeah.
Whitley. Mm-hmm.
Batting for the Raiders is number 9, Whitley.
Trying to get her shirt tucked in, coming out of the dugout there. Nonetheless, give her an opportunity here.
Ball inside. Exciting ball game here in game 2, going back and forth. Excuse me. Inside again for ball 2. Head baseball coach for the boys, Coach James up here.
Ball is ripped, and it's off the third baseman.
And she is going to score here now with
wow, what a play.
nobody out, and it is 6-6, folks.
Coach knew what he was doing. Brought in a freshman to bat, and she gets it done. And you see the third baseman there. There wasn't much more she could. The ball had to have settled in the web of her glove. The only way for her to have caught that ball. Not an error there, just a base hit off the glove of that young lady. Now, she's had a tough night there in the first game as well. We got some other characters coming into play here. Looks like Booth coming in. It's going to hit. So impressed with, again, Shane, I just can't re-illustrate. We may lose this game, and I don't know, we may lose tomorrow. I'm just not, I don't want to be negative or anything. I'm just saying, because I keep saying we're just a solid team, top to bottom. We got girls that can move into spots and positions, at just the drop of a hat.
Haley comes in off the bench cold and rips it down third base line. Now got Brianna a chance now to do the same. With one swing of the bat, could put us up by 2 here.
Another freshman with a lot of power.
If you'll notice, we're saying freshman, sophomore. We got 4 seniors in our starting lineup, but we got a lot of talent behind them in the wings waiting to come out and play.
And I'm going to be honest with you, this is the first time I've noticed this, unless we've changed catchers on the Gamecock side. She is a lefty. Have you noticed that
Yes,
too?
yeah.
I guess the first time I've really paid attention to her throwing it back to the catcher or throwing it back to the pitcher.
There's out number 1 here for the Lady Raiders here in inning number 5, top half of.
Back to the top of the lineup, Ashton Kite to the plate. Who's hit the ball hard her last 2 at-bats.
Here we go. Ashton looking to improve things here.
Ball is hit shallow right center. Center fielder comes over and makes the play. Madison Taylor back up to the plate. Chance to do some more damage. No pun intended. As she got a base hit her last at bat, following the home run in the first inning.
Sure, knowing Madison's mentality, she'd take off the mirrors right now with a home run if she could get it.
Yes, sir.
Not sure that Scott would agree with that. Oh, he's an old softy. He would too. He just wouldn't admit to it.
This ball is going to be lifted to just out of play.
We got some future Raiders over there in the dirt picking them out, getting them balls back in.
Yeah.
Student section, the outfield out there got it going on.
3-1 count on Madison with 2 outs. We have tied this ball game up. This ball is hit the shallow left
grouper
field.
there, and it's going to be
down.
foul ball by just a few inches.
Just foul.
We'll take it however we can get it right now. Again, tie ball game right now because of error in the bottom half of that fourth inning.
Good cut.
Fouled right back to us.
Yeah, just a little high. Couldn't quite get the barrel of the bat on it. There's the pitch. Lifts it up.
Skies it there.
For the third out of the inning. Nonetheless, the Lady Raiders are able to scratch back and get 2 runs to tie this game up, Shane, as we move to the bottom half of the 5th inning. And let's see if we can't have some pitching and defense to keep them from – we've traded runs the last 4 innings.
Keep them crossing the plate again.
Exactly. We're going to take a short break and be back in just a few minutes. Lady Raider softball on the NFHS Network. Whitetail. All right, we're back here, bottom half of the 5th inning. As the Lady Gamecocks come back, the Lady Raiders are going to try to keep them from crossing the plate this inning, as both teams have been scoring in bunches here in the last few innings.
Just talking to Dr. Gravitt about the home run of Madison Taylor earlier in the game. Her mama knew more, probably the most excited person in the stadium at the time, because she was sitting in the car when the ball hit the windshield. If only we could have had the camera on.
Oh, I know it, because she's great. Her personality is.
Well, you have to be, because she lives with Scott.
I just can't imagine her reaction. It's kind of hard to be a lady. Her daughter, I guess I'm assuming she knew Madison hit the ball, but it was the one that hit it. But I'm sure it a little shocking as she saw the windshield just shatter in front of her.
Walks her on four straight there.
Pitches. That's something you definitely don't want to try to do. After you score a few runs, you want to try your best to keep them from scoring.
There comes Madison's going to place Paxton with Abby Lewis on first base. I think what he's doing here is getting Abby warmed up. He'll bring her out, get her warmed up so she can go in and pitch if needed.
And he did inform us, or re-inform us, that it was kind of cold out there. Dr. Gravitt did. Have to think that they're going to try to put some pressure here.
Yeah, I don't look for them to be anything less this inning. Going to be aggressive, get the runner over, get her over and in.
Good pitch.
He's throwing that change up, just about pull the string back on it.
ball is going to
Foul
be a foul.
ball. So quickly, 2 strikes here. Oh, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3. We needed that out.
I think our scoreboard confused her. We were trying to catch up there. But she got rung up there by the umpire for the first out of the inning.
He got her. I mean, she got her. Beautiful throw by Courtney. I mean, just a beautiful throw.
Wow. What a play. That's huge right there, Shane.
Yeah, that is. That's sometimes what that aggressiveness will get you.
One out.
Run you out of an inning.
Yeah, 1 out with a runner on second would have been huge for them there at this point in the game.
But you got to take those chances. I see as a coach, he's doing everything he can to win this game. And that changeup just missing inside. Emmy trying to sway it in there. Swing and a miss.
Need 1 more of those to get us out of this inning, Shane.
Yeah, I would like to see hold them scoreless here.
Oh, let's see what we
Well,
can
he
do
picks
here.
it up and
What
makes
a play
good
by
shot
Madison.
over there for Madison Taylor.
Yes, sir.
Great throw from her.
When I saw that arm, I knew it was her. She's got a rifle. And we got a little turn down for what coming up. We're going to take a short break as the Lady Raiders hold them scoreless for the first time this game. And we're going to move into the top half of the 6th inning. See if the Raiders can't pull this one out. Be back in a moment. Okay, we're back here. Had a little extra delay there. I'm not sure what happened. We kind of had our heads turned. The first baseman for the Lady Gamecocks went down with some type of little injury. She appears to be okay now. Not sure exactly. The coaches quickly went over and checked on her and couldn't see what they were checking on as far as a part of her body. But she appears to be okay, going to stay in the game. And the Lady Raiders come back here and hold them. So we're still 6-6. Callie Anderson's to the plate with a chance here to take the lead with one swing of the bat. and she rips it to the third baseman. And
Quickly one out here in the top half of the sixth inning.
But I tell you what, Shane, that's the second time in a row she's hit the ball hard, and that means she's seeing it well, and so that's good things to come, hopefully, if we have.
Well, all the Lady Raiders in the last couple innings have been hitting the ball. These flip-flops back in scores.
Amy Harper to the plate now with a chance to continue adding to her totals. And here's the ball is hit deep into left center. It could be out of here.
That's 5 RBIs.
This is crazy. I see her daddy. Let's get a shot of old Tim down there. I think we can get him in the camera angle right there, high-fiving his buddies. And I'm getting the girls too, Shane. What a play. I mean, what a night for this sophomore, Amy Harper, for her 5th home run of the season, 2nd in that many games.
Again, one of the smallest players on the team.
Nearly identical spots. This time the wind wasn't blowing, but it was, man, the ball just jumps off her bat.
And Miss Christy Taylor has ran towards the school to get out of the way.
Yeah, it was home run, but most importantly, Shane, we take the lead here, 7-6.
Yeah, top half of this 6th inning. We need some more runs because
this other team's pretty tenacious.
The Screven team is not going to let that hinder them at all.
This ball could be trouble.
It is. It's going to drop right in there for a base hit. I would not score her an error there. That was a hard ball to get to.
We're getting some seeing eyes here like they got in the first couple innings here of this game. Paxton Sellers, the starting pitcher, now to the plate as Amy helped herself take the lead here in this second game. Lady Raiders defeated Screven the first game 8-2. If we can complete this win this evening, we'll complete a sweep of Screven and be a qualifier for the tournament in Columbus next week, beginning next Thursday morning.
Take us, let's see, we go back to the region playoffs. We took those 2 games, went to Savannah, took that game, 2 games last week, and then the first one here.
6 in a row. And she's safe at first with the force out at second. It was close play at second as well. Number 2, Sweat's going to come to the plate. Again, has hit the ball hard both games.
For the Lady Raiders is number 2, Cindy Sweat.
Ball is
Sharp hit ball. Second baseman did a good job.
Keep running those bases, girl. But he holds her. That's a smart play.
Well, you've got a freshman coming up that's got swinging a hot bat.
Absolutely.
2 outs here.
She come in to
Don't run herself and never make that 3rd out there.
That's right.
3rd. Or it's the first out on 3rd, but we don't want to run ourselves out this inning.
She came in the last inning and just roped one down the third base line off the glove of the third baseman. And she's coming in to play shortstop as Madison moved over to second on the defensive part of the side of the ball. Wow.
Just missed that one.
That's a big cut. Two outs. Top of the 6th.
Oh.
Ball over just over the inside corner there. Catcher was set up outside.
She reaches out for that one and knocks it foul back to the screen.
And she lifts this one into center field and had her played perfectly for the 3rd out of the inning. Nonetheless, the Lady Raiders strike again, taking the lead 7-6. Here in the head, as we head to the
bottom half of the 6th inning.
Got distracted there. Bottom half of the 6th inning. And again, let's see if we can play a little defense here, make it 2 innings in a row. We hold the Gamecocks scoreless here. If we can, like I said, we can get past six more out, Shane. I'm just stumbling through this this break here. I'm just going to take a break. We're back in just a moment.
All right, here we go. Bottom half of the 6th inning. Your Lady Raiders up by 1. Lady Gamecocks catcher coming to the plate. Again, a very exciting game, too, here. It's going back and forth. And right now, Lady Raiders clinging to a one-run lead.
Amy Harper back to the mound as she helped herself the last inning with a solo home run. That's 2 home runs this game for the Lady Raiders. And she's back to the mound.
Again, that changeup really messing up the hitters from Screven County.
And I'm going to be honest with you, this is the first time, this is the sixth game, postseason game we've broadcasted, and I've broadcasted about 4.
Broadcasted?
Yeah, broadcasted about 4 other games, and I have not, it's the first time I've seen Amy pitch this year.
Well, Paxton just been saying, I still don't know if Paxton pulled herself out or what they're, because she didn't look tired necessarily. I don't know. But she knows better than anybody when it's time for her to stay in or not.
Well, we're definitely going to need her next week if we can put this game away. This ball is hit deep to center.
So it should be an easy ball there for Scoop.
What a play there by the center fielder. As we've been playing in all evening, Shane. You know, we got burnt twice on because of that. It hasn't hurt us yet, but you know, she had to creep back to catch that ball.
Now batting for the Gamecocks is number 6.
Now with the lead, we're just trying to get 5 more outs here. Put this game in the books. Ball is hit sharply down the right field line. Just foul.
You know, I talked earlier about playing these girls on the lines. They're hitting a lot down the lines, but, you know, say we kind of both spots there, so let's pick your poison, I think, with these.
I don't think this is one of their slap hitters. Nope. This ball could be trouble, and it is. As our defense gets it in quickly.
Very good job.
Absolutely.
I think the problem there was that particular instance, I don't know if they couldn't hear each other. What felt like they were going to run into each other and kind of held up.
Well, it was played perfectly. It was the center fielder's ball. She made the play. Callie was there to back her up and keep running to get that ball and get it in quickly to hold her to a double with 1 out here. As number 3 comes to the plate.
Get another ball in the gap there. We've got to put a stop to this. Don't appear to have a lot of speed out there on second base right now, so hopefully we can get out this inning without any more scoring, or without any scoring, I should say. I thought she tipped that ball.
Did that bat come back around and hit our catcher? It sure looked like it. Maybe not. She's not complaining. It sounded, maybe it come around and hit the batter on the back of the bat, so sometimes it'll do. Either way, we have a 1 out now and a runner advances on the pass ball.
Swing and a miss.
This batter's really flailing. Can't think of the word. Wailing at it, maybe. Wow, what a pitch.
Really crossed her up there. Amy just pulling the string on that one.
Yeah, 2 outs now. Their pitcher comes back to the plate. Going to try to help herself as well. Runner at third. 7-6. Lady Raiders hang on to a 1-run lead as we've exchanged blows throughout this game. And this ball is ripped to center field, and that's going to be a tie ball game.
And she is, just in for a double there. So here we are, 7-7 again. The bottom half of this 6th inning. 2 outs. And a Lady Gamecock on second base in scoring position.
They just won't go away, Shane. That's a testament to these young ladies from Screven.
Just a little bit high there.
Swing and a
Swing
miss.
and a miss, yeah.
1-1, 2 outs. Runner at second. A foul ball. Count 1-2 now. Oh, what a play.
Just popped out of her glove there. Thought she had a great catch. There's a diving. Courtney makes a very valiant effort to catch that pop foul there.
Ground can't cause a fumble. I'm just glad that ball didn't end up going into the left field.
Yeah, Katie was right there, or Callie wasn't. Anderson to get it, but
still kind of dangerous there.
Ashton able to.
As they are, again, pushing the buttons here. 2-2 count with 2 outs. And this ball is going to be hit to the pitcher. She scoops up, throws the first for the out.
And we get her.
However, Gamecocks score 1 to tie this thing up at 7-7. Lady Raiders are coming to the top of the 7th, hoping to put this game away, folks. What an exciting game it's been. And we'll be back in just a moment for the call. All right, we're back. Top half of the 7th. We are the visitor team.
Got to have some runs here.
Shanna, and you just said it. Mariah comes to the plate. We got to have some runs. I do not want to go to the bottom half of the 7th inning with it still tied. I mean, I like a little free softball once in a while, but I don't want the risk of them getting that winning run because I don't know. We need to score some runs here.
You get this lead runner on would be great.
Strike. I don't know. I'd make her throw me another one, I believe.
Yeah,
considering we have the top of the lineup coming up, sets up perfectly for us with Ashton Kite on deck. And she
took a hack at it.
Took a big cut. Hey,
I think they were thinking Screven was that she was going to take one. So Steven, I think, Coach Tyre tried to flip on that and gave her a green light. And she gets ball 4 and gets that leadoff runner in.
Wow, I'll tell you, what a great at bat by a freshman. Well, she's sophomore.
She's
sophomore, that's right. Mariah Holton. And we're back to the top of the lineup, as just mentioned, Ashton Kite. With a chance to, as a senior, to help lead this team back to Columbus right here, top half of the 7th. She takes ball inside. I'm hesitant to say ball because he's called strike. Must have been a little low because it was near the plate, that inside corner.
Coach Tyre going to take a second to talk to Ashton, and Mariah going to run over and make sure she's all on the same page.
Yeah. Top of the 7th, 7-7. This is, I wouldn't say for all the marbles, but you really want to take care of this game tonight. As the Lady Raiders won the first game 8-2. Don't want to have to come back tomorrow for that if game because anything can happen. Score some runs here. Ball high.
The Jackets are really coming in full bloom here tonight.
I think it's a combination. I'm starting to shake a little bit here. It's a combination of the cool breeze coming through the window. I'm a little nervous about this game. Principal come back in and remind us that it is cold outside. He said it's a little warmer up here. I think it's all the hot air we're blowing, but ball is hit to the third baseman, and she scoops it up.
Ooh,
for a
that
very
was close over
close play at second base. But they get the force out.
One out now for Mad Dog coming to the plate. I'd love to see her put the rest of that windshield out right now.
Absolutely. Heck, just pick a vehicle. It don't matter.
We got insurance.
Mine's parked back here. As long as she hits it over that fence.
Bennett and Johnson would love to insure you on these windshields.
Ball just high here. But all joking aside, we would love to see a base hit here.
We will take a home run, though, if it's put out. Called strike on Madison there.
Ball was a little low. I don't know if he's calling it on her bat or the pitch. Nonetheless, one ball, one strike, one out. One on. This ball is
just down the left field side.
Yeah, bounces off the fence. Our tailgaters are shaking their shakers and waving their flags.
Having fun.
Getting their money's worth. $7 got them 2 games today. Another ball.
Madison just ripping that ball down that left
Tell you
field
what,
side.
I don't think she's going to allow the umpire to call her out on.
I don't think she's going to be cheated.
Inside corner, yeah. Callie Anderson on deck. 1-2-1. That ball's going to hit her.
Going to hit her again.
No, maybe she's safe.
Drop the ball.
Evidently the ball did not hit.
I thought the ball hit.
I thought
Madison.
it hit her the way and I think
that's what Ashton thought too.
I think maybe even going to be 2-2 now. I know Madison was kind of stood there to take the hit. And evidently the ball bounced in front of her and just kind of kicked out of the way. Nonetheless,
Raiders got a runner in scoring position.
2 balls, 2 strikes. This ball is
She's
ripped.
still just ripping it down that line.
We'll need to get the lights off out there in the outfield. I'm sure, I don't know if the umpire's seen that yet.
Yeah, somebody's getting cold. And he's not calling or saying anything, but they got their
Ball is ripped to the shortstop.
and Madison
Safe.
is safe. She
What a
is safe.
play.
Way to get down the line, Madison Taylor.
Man, that is just unbelievable base running there, digging it out.
And you get those lights out in that outfield before they.
The coaches are complaining. I don't know what it takes for that to happen.
If I was that catcher, I would be saying something. She gets a sharp hit ball or gets a throw back in from the outfield right there. That's going to be hard for her to pick up. Again, Lady Raiders straightening here in the top of the 7th. Runners at first and second, 1 out. We got Callie Anderson at the plate.
Wow.
Just on the outside corner. Again, looked a little off, but he's been calling it there the whole game.
I think we got somebody going out there to help kind of take care of that light situation. And there's none of their fault. They just don't know. You crank cars with newer vehicles up these days, the lights come on automatically.
Except for a Honda.
You must not have the switch thrown. This ball is going to be hit out of play.
There they go. They get the lights out and foul ball. No, I don't know why Honda does that. Their cars, you've got to manually turn them on. Old school.
Well, it's good and bad.
It's bad when you've not driven on. Well, you get in, everybody's flashing your lights at you, and you're wondering what in the world. But anyway, all right, here we go, folks. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Everybody here just a little bit on the edge of the seat or standing up. This
ball is
well,
a slow roller.
She's going to get Callie out at first. But Lady Raiders advance to second and third now with 2 outs. And all we need is a hit here. And Emmy Harper.
Is Emmy back up again?
Miss October coming to the plate. And Coach from Screven is going to talk about this, knowing that she's got 2 home runs tonight. I'm sure he's going to say, do not give her anything in the wheelhouse.
Got an empty base, too. No, don't want to make a mistake here. We hope they do, but
the outfield student section is really getting loud now.
I'll tell you what, and I'm just probably going to be silly by saying this, but I mean, what about a little bunt here, bunt action with a runner moving to third base here? As well as she's swinging the bat. I don't know if that would catch her off guard. I don't know how well, because
Emmy's, and not taking away from Emmy, she doesn't have real fast wheels. I don't know if I don't know. I don't think you take the bat out of your best hitter right now.
That's fine. I was just a suggestion.
Just my opinion, but
well, she's been hitting the ball hard. Let her keep it in play that way. But they're playing back. Home run or last at bat.
I don't see them giving her anything inside or in her wheelhouse there.
And there it is, but that's going to be hit to the shortstop for out at first base. It's going to end the inning. Game is going to remain tied as we move here to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Lady Raiders are going to have to step it up. We're going to have some free softball for the Lady Raiders to advance after this game. So we need 3 up, 3 down as we move to, again, bottom half of the 7th. Score tied, 7-7. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, Shane, a little excitement here at Lady Raider Field. Second game of a possible 3. Second round of the GHSA Softball State Championships, state tournament. We are all tied 7-7 in the 7th inning, bottom of the 7th. Lady Raiders need to hold them scoreless to move on to some free softball here.
Here we go.
Abby Lewis is now the pitcher on the mound. Strike
one.
one. That's big.
Abby's got a lot of movement in her wind-up. It can kind of throw you off if you're the hitter, especially if you're not used to it. She's got a little skip and a hop right there at the end that'll really throw you off.
Another great pitch as she powers it over the center of the plate there.
Quickly 0-2 now.
Oh, another little dribbler.
Safe.
How many balls did they hit like that? Not intentionally. It
Yeah,
looks like a little slap bunt.
It seems like all night long they've been doing that.
That's got to be the third, if not the fourth one.
That was on a 0-2 pitch, too.
Just an unintentional, worked out for them. 1 on, no outs here. We're back to the top of the order.
And they will be running, I can guarantee you. She missed a good chance there.
Yep.
I think Rachel was coming up throwing and batter through the bat up there and everything got tied up.
Another attempted bunt. It's going to be strike 2.
So quickly in the hole 0-2 here. I don't know if she'll be bunting here. Batter gets her signs down from third base coach. Here we go, folks. Runner at first. Nobody out. 0-2 count. And she is showing bunt. 1-2 now. Tell you a little slap right here with us expecting bunt could really throw us off. And there she's out. That's a good thing.
Bunt's foul. That's a big out there for us.
Really didn't think he would keep her bunting in that situation. Everybody just standing on the edge of the seats here. This is just a real tight, close ball game here. Don't get any closer, I don't guess. Then tied 7-7 in the bottom of the 7th. Beautiful pitch right there. Painted that outside corner, did Abby Lewis. Really expecting that base runner to be running here anytime. Swing and a miss. Slap bunt. Attempt.
Be another big out right here. I tell you what.
Every out at this point is huge.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
And it's cold. There it
Strike
is.
3. And we're
we
going
may
to get
get
them Oh, she wasn't able to hold on the ball.
She holds on to it. That's a double whammy, and we're out of here. But
2 outs here, though, folks.
Again, that's another big advancement by them. They're coaching, rolling the dice there. They have a runner in scoring position.
Lady Gamecock catcher coming to the plate.
2 outs. Bazemore to the plate. Strike 1.
All the marbles are on that runner on second base right now for the Gamecocks. Just outside. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Pretty pitch, really tied up. That rise ball just kind of tied up that
what a pitch.
hitter.
1-2, the count, 2 outs. 7-7, bottom of the 7th. Lady Raiders trying to hang on here to get the extra innings. And this could be it. And it is. We're going to go to extra
softball,
innings.
baby.
Wow, Shane, that was huge. What great pitching. Abby Lewis came out. What poise she showed. throwing it over the plate, allowing our defense to do some work.
Defense. You can't beat what we got going on right now.
All right, Lady Raiders coming up here. See if we can get some runs in the top part of the 8th inning. Here we go. We'll take a break.
All right, here we go, folks. Top half of the 8th inning, free softball. And Abby Lewis leading off here. Got a little dribbler out there to the short side of the field, but she was able to get to it. Second baseman was, and for a quick out here with just one pitch.
And I know she's frustrated because that's about, Shane, the 3rd or 4th time that she has popped up to the infield.
Yeah, and Abby is she's got power too and the ability. Paxton Sellers now coming to the plate. Playing first. Now, if we forget to mention here in extra innings, you put a runner, your last out goes to second base each time.
I was wondering, Shane. I was thinking, wait a minute. Now I know the break was short, but, well, we got a runner at second base, but you're exactly right.
She snuck out there.
Yeah, runner starts at second, kind of speed things along a little, hopefully.
Ooh, foul tip back into the glove.
Yeah, you see a pop-up that way, but, you don't take the bat out of your hitter. I'm thinking to myself here, well, we could have sacrificed her, took a little bunt there. But Paxton's
here we go again with another. 2 outs quickly here with just 4 pitches.
Here comes Sweat to the plate. Has hit the ball hard both games.
We got to have a hit here.
Yeah,
we can't afford to go into the bottom half of this inning without scoring that runner from second.
There it is.
He's got to score her here.
Yeah, she's going to come, and she will score. We'll have a runner at second base with a stand-up double.
Scoot has come through again. Just a clutch hit.
Huge.
From our senior. Crowd on its feet here.
Lady Raiders take the lead 8-7 here in the bottom half. And that one run, isn't enough.
No, we need more.
Need a big hit from the freshman here again.
Ooh, swing and a miss there.
Count going to be 1-1. 2 outs, 8-7, top of the 8th inning. Runner at second. She reaches out, stay alive, but foul that ball off. And there it is,
ball's
Shane.
in the gap.
Wow.
That ball's going to go deep in the gap.
What a shot. That's going to get us 2
Again,
run
folks,
cushion.
this is a freshman we got doing this. It is 9-7 now is your Lady Raiders up on the Lady Gamecocks here in the top half of the 8th inning in Game 2 of this best-of-3 series after winning Game 1 in the Sweet 16 portion of this state playoff. This all now with 2 outs in the inning.
Big cut by Mariah. Sophomore again. We keep calling freshmen, sophomores, and we got 2 or 3 juniors it'll be seniors next year. A lot to be excited about future Lady Raider softball.
Ashton Cowder, senior, sitting over there on deck, just grinding at the teeth to get up here and play one more time.
Please let me get up there one more time, because I don't want to see her after this. This ball's going
to be caught by a left fielder, but your Lady Raiders go up by 2 runs here in the top half of the 8th inning. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and hopefully finish this game off. We'll be right back. All right, folks, here we go. This is what it's all about. Bottom half of the 8th inning, your Lady Raiders up by 2 runs. Nothing else matters other than that those 2 runs out on that board. If Lady Raiders can hold them here, they'll take game 2 and the series and move on to the Elite 8 here in Columbus, should I say.
If Shane didn't mention, they do have they start out just like we did with 1 runner on second base, as we did.
And they're playing her down the line again, both ways. Good block up there by Courtney. Two-0 count now on the batter. Pretty pitch there by Abby. Just drifted right back over the plate.
No fear by her. Really bringing it to the plate. Another great
swing
pitch.
And a miss. 2-2 count now.
It's almost a frustrated-looking swing there. By the
yeah,
young
she's
lady.
wanted in that inning before with just a lazy swing there. Just thought she made a poor attempt at it, so hopefully she'll do the same thing here. Get that first out in the inning, and she does for out 1 here. 2 outs away from the Lady Raiders taking game 2 here.
And more importantly, advancing to the Elite 8 in Columbus, Georgia. Next week, tournament beginning next Thursday morning. And if that happens, we will report to you as soon as I know. I'll be scheduling those games online, so you'll know exactly what time and what day Lady Raiders. This is to Ashton should be out number 2, which is.
It is out number 2. Now remember, now in the top half of this inning, we did all our damage with 2 outs, so we need to keep everything in check right here. And regardless of the outcome of this game, both teams have played valiantly here.
Oh, absolutely.
Just been a great night for softball. It's easy for us to say right now because we win game 1, but it has been in the sportsmanship shown by both teams.
It's going to be.
And that's out number 3, and we're going to the lead 8 here. Your Lady Raiders take game 2, 9-7 in 8 innings.
Watch the celebration.
And will advance.
And they should. They should celebrate.
Let's let them enjoy this for a minute.
What a what a great win here. Again, proves it solidifies the grit that these young ladies have. Unfortunately, with the excitement of the Lady Raiders comes the
disappointment of the Lady Gamecocks.
But I'm glad it's not the other way around, Shane, and I'm not saying that in any disrespect at all. Our Lady Raiders deserve it. They have played so well the latter part of this season, coming back and winning that region, taking it from one of the best teams in the state, which is Hazelhurst, Jeff Davis. Even Vidalia is playing very well against a Harlem team, they say, that's got an unbelievable pitcher up there in the playoffs. It is very likely we could see 3 teams from Region 2AA in Columbus before this night is over, or at least before tomorrow is over. What a game for our Lady Raiders and this community. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this live or on demand later, unfortunately, you won't have the opportunity. Fortunately and unfortunately, you won't get to see the Lady Raiders live here at this field again this year. But we're going to see a really cool sight right here as these young ladies are going to circle the mound, it appears. And looks like they're going to have a prayer. And what an awesome sight this is at an event like this. And
this is what makes America great, in my opinion.
I tell you what,
right
man,
here. You can do all you can do and fight out on the field like that, but it's all in good sportsmanship. And now we're just going to take a time with him and take a time of silence. There you have it, folks. Your Lady Raiders, 9. Lady Gamecocks of Screven County, 7. We're going to close it out here and wish the Screven County Lady Gamecocks a safe ride back home, them and their fans, and just a great hard-fought fight here tonight by both teams. Great sportsmanship, just a good night for high school sports in general. Again, our Lady Raiders out there thanking their fans in the outfield. Great fans here up front stayed for this whole thing and watched it out, and just a fun night.
Yeah, what a night. With small ball, hard ball,
long ball.
I mean, you name it. Cracked windshields. We've had it all, Shane.
It's been good tonight.
And great pitching. I know there was some runs scored this latter game, but still good pitching. Great defense. Again, we have a really good Red Raider softball team here, and I look for us to make a run next week when we go to Columbus and compete for us. We're going to compete for a state championship. And I've been hearing these seniors talk about it. I believe. It's not that I hope we get back, I want to get back. It's when we get back, Mr. Johnson, we're going to do some damage in Columbus, and that's what we look forward to. And we're so glad, again, our administration is going to allow us to go once again to broadcast live. Again, folks, if you're listening to this, you do have to pay for these live events, but it will be worth your while to pay, whether it's the $9.95 a game, which is $9.99, which is still very reasonable for a price. You're going to pay $8 to go to the game. We'd love to see you in Columbus to support our Lady Raiders, but, man, that's a haul, and that's why we're going to do it. Pay the $9.99, watch us live online. Or pay the $45 that supports us all year long, where you can get anything we do, anybody else does on the NFHS network. If you have relatives or cousins, nieces, nephews in another county that are supported by NFHS, that's the deal to go with, and support our Lady Raiders as we're in Columbus next week. And once again, our Lady Raiders here, Sweet 16 winners over Screven County here in the second round, and we're headed to Columbus, Elite 8. And we look forward to that next week. For Shane Bennett, for the young men here working the crew as we bring this stream to you on the NFHS network, and myself, Brent Johnson, have a great evening, and
go Raiders.